What it do, what it is, what it be's like.
We back, baby.
Uh, there
They
we go.
fixed my camera, B.
Yeah, I
Yup.
fix you. Look at you. Pretty as shit. He's absolutely glowing.
We're back. Another episode with your boys. This week we're covering the Quintessential Quintuplets, season
Quintessential.
1 only. Allison's new favorite show. We're live every Wednesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time on twitch.tv, chillvanilla5. It's blinking down low. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, the normal cool people thing. If you end up watching later on YouTube, subscribe, hit up the anchor.fm/chillvanilla. You can find us on most podcast platforms after the fact. Everything usually posts the morning after we go live. So, with that all the way, thumbs up. Let's get started.
Send it.
So, Quintessential Quintuplets. If you can't guess, it's about quintuplets.
Quintessentially.
Yes. So basically, this just brief summary of the show. Old boy Futuro, he's a smart boy, high school. He ends up meeting these quintuplets and ends up being their tutor. And the whole premise of the show is, at the end of it all, he marries one of them, but we don't know who.
Ooh.
And that's about it. That's all you need, and it's a bunch of bullshit in between.
Yep, and that's it. All right, great show, guys. Have a good night. No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna get into that. Before we get into that, I will provide a disclaimer. Previous episode for Rising the Shield Hero season 2, I apparently had to provide clarification to some people. I gave it like a 9.8. It wasn't
There is
because
no clarification because you're wrong.
it was it wasn't because the show was so insanely amazing that there's just almost nothing that can beat it. No. If I were to not look at any of the actual like details of the show, then yeah, it'd be like 9.8. But looking at the details of it, those nice, or it'd be like a 7. Looking at those nice little details and those fine little changes that they did season 1, I enjoyed it so much. So that's what I rated it, because it's my opinion. And if you don't like it, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Whoa. You're not supposed to be cussing and all that.
Hey, we got past the 30-second threshold.
Oh,
In
okay.
case y'all didn't know, that's the new YouTube shitboy, and I'm sure anyone that y'all follow has mentioned it at least once. Anyways, Quintessential
No,
Quintuplets.
we're just really good people and we don't
Yes,
cuss.
we don't curse. I apologize. The words
Yes.
fuck, shit, and damn have never come out of my mouth ever in my 33 years.
Can't say I have either. No proof. All right, so yeah, basically, usually we start with animation. It's I always kind of say this with a lot of the non-action ones. Animation isn't as big for me. I don't really care as much about it when it comes to kind of these slice of life kind of things. But regardless, it was still good animation. High it's a high quality show. It's got nice colors and they do all the emotions in the scenes, it's all good normal shit. I mean, I don't really look too deep into it when I watch that kind of stuff. So
Exactly, because that's my job. All right, so the
it's all about
animation,
the story.
animation, whack. No, I'm just kidding. The animation was actually really good. Like you said, I typically, if I'm watching like you mentioned, a slice of life or something that's just not a full blown action adventure anime, I'm not looking at animation quality to be insane or anything crazy over the top. I just want good colors, decent fluid motion. I don't need over the top like battle animation, but just don't make it like 2D fucking block shit. Like the animation style was really good. I love the colors, how they use colors to kind of play off of the different characters in the show. Um, each character had their own personality, and it was kind of tied to their color scheme, basically. And that helped because, again, this is about quintuplets. Although they do look completely different from each other. Everybody sees them as looking the exact same in the show, which is really fucking weird. But yeah, animation wise, I say that it's solid. I'll give it that. Solid. It's nothing to write home about. It's not like, last 4 episodes of season 2 of Demon Slayer or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
It's
I was
yeah,
about to say the same damn thing.
like that shit. Insane how that animation was. It's not like that. You're not gonna go. You're
It's
not
better
watching
animation than Nichijou, but it wasn't quite Demon
100%.
Slayer.
I mean, for the majority of Nichijou, there was a couple episodes
Oh,
where I was
I
like,
know, I know.
holy shit. But yeah, the animation here was it was good. It's not something I'm not watching this for the animation. Put it that way. At all. I'm watching for the story and hoping that the story is good because, as we all know, if you're in this realm and have fallen into the anime hellhole of life, then you're looking for stories, and there are a lot of shit stories out there for like rom-com slice of lives, and this, I will say, not bad.
Yeah, so disclaimer, we finally hit the point where I've seen a show before Allison, so
Yes, this is the first episode where
it's more of let's see what he thinks and if he agrees or
exactly,
if I get to talk shit to him the whole
yeah,
time.
I can actually like critique it from a. I mean, to be fair, there are some episodes that we just flat out haven't seen shit. Like, but this is something where you've seen something before
All
I
of them for
have.
me.
Yeah, you've seen the entire thing, season one, season two, and the movie. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, I
Try not to
was.
spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but
Yes, I am going to. I'm going to be confused a little bit as far as moving forward because it's like, man, I'm really interested. I'm invested now. I spent a couple of hours watching the show. I'm fucking invested. Let's move over to character development. Let's go to that because there's a lot of it.
it's just the character development's just ever changing. Like I feel like
It
I never
is
know what they're gonna do.
exactly. There's a I okay. So first off, I can tell you flat out that I don't remember every single one of their names because they speak so fast and like rapid fire through a lot of like interactions that it's like it bounce from one Quint to another one, back to the other, back to the first one. And I'm like, good God, man. I feel as overwhelmed as Usugi
Just do it by
Futaru.
their hair color.
I tried that, and then they
Orange,
started
brown, pink, red, and other pink.
other
Short-haired pink.
pink light.
Light pink, dark pink, red, brown, and orange.
Swear to God. Um, yeah, there's a lot of swapping between characters. It's very irritating at some points. Their personalities are also really interesting because they, like Cole said, very much evolved. They change rather
Just wait
frequently.
till season 2 gets even
I'm
worse.
sure. It initially all the initial interactions are like they're just all pains in the ass, and I will tell you flat out, I fucking hated every single one of them right off the rip. Like homegirl that had the headphones, I was like, you know what, you're like my speed, you're chill, you don't really give a fuck. Everybody else can fuck off. Like, and
Well, so
then
basically, I forgot to mention the whole reason they need tutoring is because they're dumb as hell.
they're dumb as fuck.
They basically all share a piece of one brain.
Yeah, they're rich dumbasses. Put it that way. They know that they really don't need to go to school because they're rich, but they're going to school because it's the norm to go to high school, right? They're basically like if they didn't have money, they'd be like, what the shit is that called? Meats. There you go. Not educated, employable, or like I forget what the like. But yeah, they you can't do anything with these type of individuals. They're just kind of there, and that's really what they do. They're just kind of like, you know what, I can go shopping. You know what, I could eat. I could fucking, I could sleep all. And that's kind of their personality. And what ends up happening is Futaro's dad ends up getting him a gig to teach these rich girls or this rich guy's daughters, right? He has no idea that the chick that he initially meets is one of the daughters. So it's a really shitty first impression. And yeah, it just gets wild from there.
It's funny watching them find out that they're quintuplets.
Yeah,
There's five
exactly.
of
Because
them.
it's like, wait a minute, I just saw you. Look, what are so many of you? Yeah.
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more. Yeah. So all of their names, I'd say from
Yotsuba, Miku, Nino, Itsuki, and Ichi.
and Ichika,
Ichika.
the oldest. By minutes, of course.
Well, yeah, of course, but
Yeah, she's the oldest. She's the kind of like mother hen to the rest of them, but in a very like laid back fashion. They all kind of mother hen each other, but she kind of stands out as the elder. Um, and they just kind of go with it, like, yeah, fair, you're the oldest, like. But all their personalities are very interesting. Yotsuba is the like ditzy jock of the five of them. Nino is the tsundere. She's like, I hate you, but also maybe like I like your alternate version. Like,
She's the bitch.
yeah, she's the massive bitch out of the group. But then again, you sit there and
But
you look at Itsuki and you're like, but also like,
oh, and then Miku's the shy one.
yes, Miku's the shy one. Miku's the one with the headphones that I'm like, my speed, you're cool as shit. Like, uh, but yeah, by bitch I don't mean like they're all bitches. I mean that like she is very not like strong willed, just rich.
Harsh.
Yeah, rich girl persona. It's really fucking weird. Because all she wants to do is get rid of Futuro, and that's annoying as shit. Because like he's genuinely just trying to do his job.
Well, okay. Getting
To
on my
to
boy
an extent,
Futuro.
yeah, to an extent.
He's a little bit extreme on the education thing and
Just a
pushing
little
him,
bit.
which
Like,
I get because his family's poor, so he's trying to keep his job. But my boy is no simp.
at all.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Futuro is whole ass like, notice me senpai, and he's just like negative chief. By the way, did you do your history homework? Like it's the most phenomenal interactions.
Especially as all of them kind of start,
Like
confessing
warming
their
up to
or
him and stuff like that. Like
starting to feel their feelings
yeah,
towards him.
but not even just that. It's like really just like getting out of this abrasive shell and kind of going, okay, yeah, he's trying to help us out. Fuck it. Like, once I actually understand the situation as far
They
as
start becoming
he's in,
friends. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that was the only downside for me is when they were in that kind of screw him kind of mode, I was like, oh, this is kind of annoying. But then when they started kind of warming up to each other and the story started building, I felt a little better about the
I'm
show.
not gonna lie, you know that there's only been one show that I was like, fuck this, I'm not even gonna finish it.
I remember that.
I got about halfway through that shit and I was like, nope.
You hoed me on that episode.
I apologize. I needed you to like run the ship on that one because yeah, I couldn't. I was genuinely upset that I wasted life watching that. It was that bad. Anyways, I digress. This started out that way to where I was like, why the fuck did I agree to this? I got to about
Yeah,
episode 3 and I was like, I'm genuinely fucking upset. Why did I pick this? Like, what the fuck? Because you were like, oh yeah, I've already seen it. I'll just do like a recap or whatever. And I'm like, cool. Uh, I'm gonna binge it. It shouldn't be difficult. It's 12 episodes. No biggie. I was so fucking pissed after like episode 2. I trudged through episode 3, and then
you mean you were pissed in a way that you were just interested in the whole show, right?
no, I was genuinely like,
You didn't fall in love with it, episode 1?
fuck no, hell no. There was nothing about episode 1 that had the all of the mains, with the exception of like Futuro, like have me be like, you know what, I could continue watching, and it not be a thought. I prefer shows, especially if I end up watching a slice of life, to where if I'm watching it, I shouldn't realize that I'm on episode like 9, right? Like I should just be watching it and just auto click next because I'm like, okay, cool, this is a really good story. That didn't happen until after episode 3.
Yeah, no, it definitely took a few episodes to get it to where I was kind of hooked. Cause yeah, and after season 1 hit, I was actually I took a break from season 1 to season 2 because I watched season 1 after season 2 was already out,
Yeah,
and we started watching other stuff,
other
so I
shit.
didn't
Yeah.
quite get to it, and I was put it off for a while, and then I finally watched season 2 right before the movie came out.
Did y'all go like watch it in theater? It came out in theater, right?
Yeah, but we didn't make it in theater. I'm not gonna disclose my methods of consumption.
They're 100% legal, bro. Don't ask questions.
I watched it 100% legally. Um,
You got something in your eye there, Chief? You got something in your eye?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a good person.
Oh
Um,
man. But yeah,
I lost my train of thought.
we we were
Either way, it was
talking
a good
about
show. My favorite
talking
parts
about
are
character
when,
development.
yes, well, we're pretty much past that. They literally they go in this roller coaster of I'm in love with Futuro. I'm not. I'm in love. No, she can have him. I'm not. No, she can have him.
I don't think it's more that.
Gonna
I don't think it's like that. I think it's more of like just standard high school
eh.
emotions of,
Well, I know when
do I
that
like him? I don't think so. No, bro. I don't really like him. Actually, he's kind of
see
sad.
someone else with
Like,
him. No, I like him now.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's with the what? He's doing what? He's teaching one of my other sisters. I'm jealous because I like him. That does get kind of irritating at points.
Well,
But it catches itself when it's going to. I guess like they realized they were doing a lot of that towards like the middle of the season, and they were like, hey, let's just kind of make it a little. Huh?
yeah.
All right.
I like when they screw with him though, when they change wigs and shit and,
Oh, that shit's
and
fucking
fuck with
great.
him. That's the best part of the show, I think, is when they're
Yes.
constantly doing those games with him. Because one, shit, I never can figure out who it is half the time when they got the wigs on. But it's even worse for him because he's like freaking out every time. Like,
So
oh, say the wrong thing.
I will say, I normally don't bring up the voice acting, obviously, because I typically watch it sub. I don't really care about sub dub, whatever. Y'all want to talk about that shit, you
I
can talk
do.
about it. You can fight about it all you want to. There are some really good dubs, and there were some really shit dubs. There's some really
Well, I
good
ain't found
subs,
one
and
yet,
some really
damn it.
shit dubs, or really shit subs. This is a really good dub. The reason why I say that is
You
because
watched it dub?
I watch a dub.
Oh, fucking hell.
I know. I watched a dub. Uh, the reason why is because I was like, well, it's a popular
I can't I
anime.
can't I can't take your opinion seriously anymore.
I'm sorry, I failed you. But yeah, the only reason why is because I was like, it's a popular anime. It's a popular anime, which means that the dub has to be at least decent, right? It was a really good dub to me. The reason why I say that is because out of the five of them, in some instances, it is difficult to tell who's speaking. I will say that.
It's like that
Um,
even in sub too.
exactly.
it's,
Uh,
it's it's hard to figure out what the hell's going
I
on.
watched the first two subbed, and then the rest dubbed just because it auto switched for some reason, and I was like, oh shit, the dub's actually pretty good. All right, I didn't hear the dub and cringe. Put it that way, and
I
that's
don't
something
even want to
that I
risk it.
appreciate. I would say that if you watch the first like 10 minutes of just pick a random episode, watch like 10 minutes of it, you'll be like, oh wow,
Well, see, I'm
it's
scared because Wonder Egg Priority got ruined for me
oh my
being watched in
fucking god.
dub, and so I don't want to ruin anything else with dub. I've heard Naruto in dubbed, and I've heard Wonder Egg Priority in dubbed, and
Naruto dub is garbage.
both were bad.
Yeah,
So
it's pain and a half.
I'm not trying to ruin my life here.
I like my ears. I don't want them to bleed and
All
cut.
right, all right. So what's some of your favorite scenes?
Uh, some of my favorite scenes are anytime that they brought up their grades, um, because it's always like one of them does, or they each do really fucking good in one subject. Like
Well,
but they're
that's
trash in
the
the other
one
four.
fifth of brain
Yeah,
thing
exactly. It's
coming
the
in.
one for the brain thing. And anytime they did the cooking scenes where it's like Miku trying to cook,
Burning shit all the
burning
time,
shit.
and
It's like, here,
but
have some
Futuro's too
breakfast. Oh,
poor to
what's this?
realize what bad food is. Yeah, he's like, oh, this is fine.
Oh, this is actually pretty good. I thought they were both delicious. One's like expertly like chef taught made. The other one's just like, I threw some shit together. Here you go. And he's like, these are equally delicious.
Yeah, piss. Because Nino can cook, Miku can't
Yeah,
cook.
Miku can't cook to say we're fucking. The croquettes killed me. Like these burnt like crusty balls she made, and she made him eat 30 of them, and he started dying.
Oh yeah, you got sick from
But
it.
yeah, yeah,
uh,
that shit was great. I love those scenes because it was like you can tell that they're starting to like solely bond with him, and think of him more so as like partner slash friend as opposed to like you're my tutor that I fucking hate. Uh, including Nino. After a while, like he figures out how to get to her as well. I do enjoy the twists. Going back to just briefly going back to character development, I do enjoy the twists of like he used to be a bad boy, or like the blonde dyed like bleach blonde hair and the earring and all other shit, and, like the crappy attitude and shit, and then all of a sudden he's this like prim and proper kid in high school.
Oh, jeez. All right, I got to interrupt you real quick because if you can't read subtitles, you're inferior.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't read subtitles. To be fair,
you are inferior. And I stand by that.
Welcome to the stream, Levy. Yeah. To be fair,
Yes.
Levy
Love you, but
is a
you're wrong.
beast because he can basically like chameleonize and like watch or do his job and watch anime. So yeah, kudos to you, bro. Emily watches anime dubbed with subtitles and has the audacity to say that that sub is too much
Dubbed with subtitles?
Yes, I shit you not.
Well, I don't know if I have anything for that one, but
yeah, there's nothing to say there. It's just like, gotcha. But yeah, the overall like feel of the show was really good. It's a feel good show, really is. I can wholeheartedly say that like my interest in the show went from like shite to like wee. So
good.
Yeah, it was. I shit you not. I was about to be like, hey, let's go on ahead and like rework the schedule.
Yeah, we'll have to do. You'll have to do season 2 real quick. We got a couple things already planned, but I'm sure we'll toss it in there not long after this one.
Squeeze that fucker in there. Yeah.
Now that you're interested, good. Now, 2 important topics. One, Futuro's luckiest man alive for a high school guy. Got to get that out of the way. 2, now you don't have to say their names. You can use their hair colors.
Mm-hmm.
I need a list, 1 to 5 favorites that you want to win. Because it's a competition. We know what happens. We know what happens at the end. I need your list. That's an important thing.
If Ichiko wins, I don't want her to.
No. I need a 1 to 5 rank.
1 to 5.
Worst,
okay, I'm gonna start from the bottom.
Worst, bottom to top.
All right, bottom to top. So
you want to win. Who's number 1?
5 Ichika, plain and simple. 4 Yotsuba. 3 Nino. Oh yeah, 2 Itsuki, 1 Miku. I want her to win.
All right,
I need her to win.
We can stay friends.
I need her to win. Plain and simple. She needs that dub, bro. Like,
you have passed the test. Miku is number 1. And I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Miku's number 1.
Facts. Miku's best girl. Put it that way.
Yeah, like there is no convincing anybody could do to change that.
Indeed. Yeah. I don't care what between now and me watching season 2 in the movie. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who actually wins. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna let you finish. But Miku should have won this shit. Like, if she doesn't.
Yeah. So that's number 1. As long as we got that out of the way.
Spoil it for me, because I'll throw something at your neck, or I'll just find you and punch you in your neck.
Well, it sounds like you just need to watch it fast, and we just
I'm
move this to the next.
Make life real easy. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start wrapping shit up here. All in all, what would you say for the show before you give your verdict?
Oh, same old. Started off a little bit slow, but it grabbed my interest. It's got a really good story. It's a story show. It's really about the characters, and I like it keeps you interested because you still really have no idea. Like every episode, I'm like, oh no, I think she'll win. Oh no, I think she'll win.
Yeah.
They definitely do a good job of like mixing up who gets involved and kind of how everyone feels. You never know how everyone feels truly. So it's pretty good. I like it. Obviously, I finished all of it, so it wasn't too bad. It was And when I don't know, I don't even pay attention if anyone gives a shit about what I rate things. I do my ratings like without any reference to any other shows. Like I might just because it kind of, for me, it kind of depends on the category of what it is. So like
Correct.
I might give a certain show like a 9 and it's some action show, but then a slice of life I give a 9.5. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean
That
it's
it's better
better than
than
the other one. It's
exactly
just for what it was, for the type of show it was, I liked it this much.
for the
That's
type
kind
of
of how
show
I
it
do.
was, for the experience that it was. I'm not saying that it's better than anything else. I'm not going, well, actually, in episode 343 of this show is way better. No, we're not doing all that shit.
Yeah. So for me, season 1 was a solid 9 out of 10.
Ooh,
The only point off is like the first few episodes where I was like, I'm not sure how I feel.
yeah.
But then after that, I was sucked in completely and wanted to finish the damn thing.
Um,
So
I w- sorry, I looked over Emily's message. That's great. Background noise.
no,
My bad.
background noise is death metal.
Yeah, that. Ooh, there you go. I agree wholeheartedly. The pacing of the show, they caught themselves, which I appreciate that they took the time to see that before
Yeah.
they put out a really shit product. Because if it would have kept the course, literally for another episode that the first 3 episodes are taking, I'd have flat out been like, nope, this is getting token Ron. That's now a verb for moving
Token
forward.
Run.
Token Ron. Yeah,
Oh,
I
jeez.
I appreciate that they
That was the one he
realize.
didn't finish. In
Yeah,
case
in case you
nobody,
were
in
wondering, that shit was
case you haven't checked
fucking
out that
trash.
episode,
You should go back to the catalog and check that shit out. Anyways, she popped.
Phil Vanilla on YouTube.
Yep. But yeah, the pacing of the show was great. After that, I like that they did do great character development. They they made it a point of duty to like kind of like give a fifth of the story, if that makes sense, for each sister. Like you get a fifth of the emotion, and it's specific to that character. In Miku's case, like she's very closed off and shut in, and kind of opens up a little more towards the end of the season. For um, Yotsuba's case, like she's very like aloof and like fuck this, I can just go do sports, and then she gets a little more grounded and like realizes, hey, maybe I should start doing the school shit.
Might be
And just
important.
and it's like that with all of them. I appreciated that, as well as the slow growth of Futuro, like where he's kind of coming back into being a human instead of just
Yeah,
like closed
for
off,
sure.
like school focused. I don't fucking care about anything else but learning. He's going back,
And
or he's
money.
coming out of that shell. Yeah, exactly. He's coming back out of that shell and dropping the wall a little bit, episode by episode, and actually giving a shit. Where he even asks himself a lot of, "Why do I care?" I like that. I like that he's kind of regaining his humanity. As such, with all of that said, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. For me,
Acceptable. Acceptable.
I don't watch a lot of slice of life just because I'm not a fan of the genre itself. Never have been since I was a young lad watching Tenchi in Tokyo. Uh, that's a throwback for all you old heads. But yeah, the
You fucking dinosaur.
hey, 400 and 800 years ago, I was around for the first anime. But yeah, the overall feel of it was really good. Animation solid. The story solid. Is it a story or is it an anime trope that's been done a million times? It's got harem elements
Kind of.
technically.
Oh yeah, he
It's
did have
yeah,
his hair.
he's got the little mini harem that he's an unwilling participant of.
That all the other boys were jealous of.
Exactly. Like there's that aspect of it. There's the different personalities that are kind of cookie cutter, but done well. Like they play off of the formula a little better than most other shows of the same archetype. Um, it's it's good. It's something that I can go back to and be like, okay, yeah, I can continue watching. Like I said, after episode 4, I didn't realize I was on like episode 11. I was like, oh shit. So, like, the only reason why I took breaks was because work and sleep. Like, that's about it. I caught myself last night. It was 1:40. I was like, oh fuck, I need to go sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I'd say a solid 8 out of 10. And again,
Acceptable.
like Cole said, it's not a this anime is not as good as Shield Hero. This anime is better than it. No, that works when we provide our rating. So if that's how you're taking it, fix your brain. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
This here. Oh.
3.5 out of 5.
Oh,
So
three and a
7
half
out
out
of
of
10.
5. Yep, that's solid.
Eh,
You see, there's an anime
it's
mood.
good.
That's good
I
for
would.
Levy. Levy is he's a very he's a very difficult
Picky
man to please. Yeah,
consumer.
he can be very
Oh, well, just like Futuro. Futuro is a picky man.
picky. Futuro's a picky man. Yeah. Overall, I'd say that it's a good show. Definitely give it a watch if you have some free time. You'll enjoy it. Once you
Yeah,
get to the end of the season.
we'll push out season 2 in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna make his ass watch it. So not that I have to make much.
Yeah.
But actually, shit. Next week. So next week we're doing Mob
Can't tell
Psycho.
him. Oh, okay. Well, it's too late now.
I tell him every
next
week.
We're doing Mob Psycho.
There is no secret. You gotta give him something to look forward to.
There's no secrets here.
We're very open about it. Mob Psycho. Yeah, I've been telling him ever since we started back up. Mob Psycho season 1 next week. Twitch.tv Chill Vanilla.
Indeed,
7:30 p.m.
Consume it all. Yep. Same bat time, same bat place. That one's for you, Core. The 7:30 every Wednesday we'll be here. I have made it a point of duty as a full, transparency to do one every fucking week. Every week. I don't care if it's a fucking holiday, we're cranking one out.
And if you're a loser and missed the live, we are kind enough to put it out on YouTube and on like all the other major audio podcast platforms like Spotify. Anchor.fm/chillvanilla5. You can find whatever platform you like. Just search it on YouTube, Chill Vanilla. Shouldn't be hard to find. We got some old stuff that's kind of shitty, but you live, you learn.
You'll see our old format, and then you'll see the new format and go, man.
These guys still stink.
It's like, oh god, this guy stinks. Yeah. It could be worse though. It could just be me speaking. Fucking suck.
Yeah, we got a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little bit of salt and pepper, baby. But yeah, that is the show. Pluggables, of course, standard issue pluggables. Got the little ticker going.
Remember, Miko is the best one. If you think otherwise, you're wrong.
There we go.
Forget the pluggables.
Aha.
Miku won.
Aha. Everything's backwards. This is difficult as fuck. Yeah.
Maybe if you knew what you were doing and you're a real professional, we wouldn't be having these problems.
It's
It's good because it's right below me, so I can just do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do it from now on. Look down there. It's been blinking the whole time. It's got our social medias. You can yell at us there, or you can, suggest other animes because I'm sure there's a bunch of shit we haven't even seen.
Oh, for sure. There
Can't even think about
tens of thousands of anime that we haven't seen. But yeah, we're gonna keep pushing along this year. This is gonna be the year of our glorious faces. So prepare. Also, we will be doing some non-mainstream anime just to kind of bump them up, give them a little love. I'm a big fan of some lesser known anime.
Because if you've seen some of our other episodes, we got some small ones there that we actually enjoyed a lot. So
they do exist. There are plenty of gems in the rough out there. There are also some.
It's not all about Naruto now.
Exactly. There are also some very chunky turds out there as far as anime that are dressed up as something that's like fucking Ranbu. But yeah, that should give me indigestion. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there, brother.
Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks Levy for being the most participating in this.
Indeed, appreciate all y'all coming out. Love you, Kokor. Love you, of course. And yeah, love you too, love you. We'll see y'all next week. Later.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bitches.